I am going to Cedar Rock Park right now for the first round of the Alamance County Pro-Am. I would tell you who it's sponsored by. I'll probably put it somewhere up there. But I've been feeling really good about my rounds recently. I had 2 sanctioned rounds this week, both with putting in the upper 75 percentage. So I was 1 stroke off of winning league because, of course, another one of my MA2 buddies was just knocking them out. And then MA2 ended up almost winning it all, beating everybody else's score except for 1 person in MPO. And then I played a flex start yesterday at one of the courses we're going to be playing today, but it was all blues instead of the all-star layout, where I scored 2 under, but at least my putting was pretty well. I made 3 stupid mistakes and had 5 birdies. So I'm confident in that. There's a few easier holes on the all-star layout at that course. This morning I'm playing Cedar Rock, which is the open course. It is a very fun course. One of the first courses I've ever played, so I'm hoping to do pretty well today, but gonna go out there and have a good time. Hopefully I'm in a card full of people I don't know, because honestly I like meeting new people. But if I'm on a card with the same guy who was shooting hot on Tuesday at league, hey, it just means I'm gonna be right there with my competition. So here's hoping. I just want to be able to do a before and after for each one of these rounds. Just feel how I'm doing, talk it out, because honestly, sometimes I feel like when I talk through my shots on the tee, I can focus more on actually performing said shot. So maybe if I talk through the tournament, I can speak it into existence. But here we go. I'm going to start practice here in a second. I've got my drink, got some bug spray, and got to build my bag because I dumped it out in the back seat with my kids, and my kids threw them everywhere in the back seat. So, yay! Bye.
Woo! Good place to putt, man.
Yeah, I'd rather there.
A bit of a duck luck.
That's the mistake to make.
I was never gonna miss luck.
I am leaving the course for lunch. Finished the first round. I didn't play bad. I didn't play good. I played technically what I think my rating should be around, and what my rating has been for about 2 years now. 906 rated round. 2 bogeys, 4 birdies, and just I did not feel the putter today. It was 56% putting on the day, or 59% putting on the day. Made a circle 2 on one of my first holes. My third hole, made a circle 2 putt, and everything up until that was doing good. We started on hole 16, so it was only my 3rd hole in. And then I missed a couple of circle 1s for birdie, and then I shorted one and ended up with a bogey. Worst shot of the day was on hole 3. It's a par 4, and all you gotta do is get out. And my wife's calling me, of course, because yeah, she wants lunch. I ended up early releasing and somehow kicked it to the right instead of going OB left. But I was happy with the round in general. I just got to play a little bit better in the woods. I am 3 strokes off of the lead, and my tee time is 1:30. I'm going to go back into the woods, play the same course but different tees, mostly different tees, for the Wellspring. I played the Wellspring Flex yesterday, got first there. Hopefully I can claw through a few strokes back. I'm currently tied for 5th with one of the guys on my card who mainly threw 4-hands. But get lunch, reset. Round 2, we're doing the all-star layout, which is just everybody knows, it's the special layout that has some of the most fun holes, some of the most annoying holes. Hole 1 is probably the hardest hole on the course, and then it's hole 17, which is somewhat of an easy par 4, but it drains into the woods. So there's obviously, this is the exact opposite of the course I just played. Cedar Rock is an open course with 2 or 3 wooded holes, and that is it. There's very few gaps you actually have to hit to make to get birdie for sure. There's a couple of gaps you have to there are all nothing but gaps at Cedar Rock, Wellspring at Cedar Rock. So we've got hole 1 really tight off the tee, very hard to get the birdie, and it's uphill. You've got 17 who's 500 and something feet downhill, but you've got big trees, a pond on your right, and natural OB woods on the left. There's a lot of easy scoring spots, but you've just got to be smart and play the game that you're used to. It's just all about hitting my lines and a release point. One of my bogeys from the last round was a release point issue, so I've just got to get back on track with that and not have any issues with my release point. If I can get my release point on track and do a little bit better with my putting, because my putting was not great, I should be knocking it out. So here we go. Round 2, do my best. Let me not start this by backing into something. Okay, so that was not a good round. I started off terrible. Putting was probably the worst I've been in a little bit. I couldn't tell you the score or the percentage, only because I left my phone in the car for the first half, but grabbed my phone and then proceeded to miss every birdie putt I could. But I still only shot 1 over. I didn't blow up or anything. I didn't get any double bogeys or any stupid stuff like that. So I always try to scramble and keep my head up, but it's just tough right now, being that I am 11 strokes off the lead now. Somebody shot lights out a 7 under round. I tapped in two tap-ins, which I was happy with, but it was the bogeys that were killing me and the missed putts that were just unnecessary. But there's a round tomorrow that nobody really could have practiced for. But I'm a happy person. I'm here to have fun. I am not dead last. I'm in 7th right now of 14. I'm tied with like 4 people. We're all 1 under for the tournament, and my tournament's not looking great right now. So, ratings wise, the first round was 906. Second round is flipping 870. Terrible. And hopefully I can just shoot like a 925 or a 930 rated last round. But that is for tomorrow. It is tee times, and I'm going to be on the second to last card for MA2. So, chase of the chase. Maybe of the chase. See you in the morning. Okay, round 3. We're on the fusion layout. It's going to be fun. And that's really what I'm out here to have, is a lot of fun. This is actually one of the best tournaments I've had in a long time, being that, one, it was run properly and there was no real big hiccups. We got some really good, couple of really good things from the player pack. It was only like $30 maybe, I think. And we got one of those step grip things. I'll take a picture of it and put it on the video, or put it right there. And third round, I am tied for 7th with 5 people. So top 5 will not be that hard to get to, but it will be hard to just, in general, like I've got to play a good game today. I've got to make my putts if it kills me. I've really got to get on that train. I changed out my hat. I changed my shirt because it's a new day. I don't think I'm gonna focus on having my phone out and recording anything. I recorded one shot on round one and almost had a birdie for that shot, but it's just too much to focus on right now. I'm not very good at kind of like stealth recording myself because, one, it gets in my own head, and then it also, I don't want it to bother anybody else on the card. So on league days, I'm going to try to do some stealth recording because I know the guys on the my card in league aren't going to care. So 18 holes left. I'm 1 under for the tournament. 11 under or 12 under is currently winning, so I don't see myself getting that far. I don't think I can get 12 down on this round. Look, I'm out here to have fun. I'm on the same card with one of the first guys I was here with, and it's a 3-person card, so it's gonna be fun. And I'll talk to you guys after the round, see how everything went. Gonna have fun. So, not a bad round actually. I actually did the 5th best round of the day on the Fusion layout. So I only shot 1 under. The card mate that has been with me the entire tournament, he actually shot the course record 8 under, and almost in a playoff, he lost 3rd place, so he was 4th. He ended up 9 under for the round. I ended up 2 under for the entire tournament, or 9 under for, he ended up 9 under for the tournament. I ended up 2 under for the tournament. Stayed exactly where I was at the beginning of the round, which was tied for 7th. With 14 people, it doesn't make me feel any worse about my situation. I feel like I played 1 okay round, 1 really bad round, and 1 okay round. So my putting, 77%. My C1 in regulation was not what I wanted. My fairway hits were not what I wanted. I had at least 4 just absolute bad mistake bogeys, like that I could have avoided easily. So in the end, I think my ratings for the entire round summed up was 894 or 890. I'll also slightly say, thanks to the pollen, this has not been the most fun I've had on a disc golf course. If you can't tell, my eyes are super red. The wind is kicking on the pollen up. Everyone's mowing their grass. Now, it is a terrible time to have allergies because it's the South, where it's yellow outside. That's the actual weather. It is yellow. The sky's not blue, it's yellow. But had a great time. That tournament is always the most fun. That Fusion layout is super fun. Thanks to Jacob and the UrbanDG crew, Dallas, Alex, Jacob, everybody out there, Randy. Had a great time, and hey, we'll be there next year.